Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Tactical Talks. Man, it's been a minute, but I had an idea to do this video. I've been really tied up with my side business and work and my daughter and all that stuff, so I haven't been able to make videos the way I wanted to, and then collab ideas and stuff that I had. COVID's kind of messed a lot of that up. I'm repping my side business, so you guys should check out the link in my description. I think I even posted it on the community deal where I can post pictures. You guys can get in contact with me over there and kind of see what I'm doing in my off time with the side business. But with that being said, I wanted to make this video because I've been getting real big into EDC, and when I say getting big into it, I've been watching videos. I haven't bought a lot of gear. I've been looking for what gear would work for me. I'm not one of those guys that just wants to have every little fidget tool or Gerber and Leatherman and all that kind of stuff. If I'm not going to carry it, I don't want to buy it. But I've been carrying more with me, and I've been trying to think of the practical things that I do carry with me. Now, I always thought it was funny, I'd see guys walking around with sling bags and satchels and whatever else, whatever all these bags are called. But since having my daughter, when we go out, I usually have a diaper bag. So I usually have diapers, wipes, stuff like that in the bag. So I figured, why not put more of my gear inside of that bag since I'm going to have it anyways. Now, when my daughter was born, or right before she was born, some buddies of mine bought me a really cool bag from Tactical Baby Gear, and I actually did a review on that. So if you guys want to check that out, go and check that out. You can find that in my old videos. And that is an awesome bag. It's a little bit bigger than what I need now. When my daughter was a baby, I had everything that I could possibly need in that bag. She's 2.5 now. We're going through potty training and stuff, but really as long as I have diapers, wipes, that's really all she needs, other than her little water or whatever toy she's going to bring for the day. But I found this bag online. This is a Bellroy bag. I think this is the 7-liter, if I'm not mistaken. I started watching some videos. It's got 2 pockets, and I'm not going to get too far into this because this really isn't about the bag, but it's the Bellroy 7-liter. You guys should go and check this out. It's not a cheap bag, but this thing definitely has been holding up for everything I've been putting it through. It's not super big. I don't have to carry a whole backpack on me. I don't have this huge bag on my side. I can either carry it right here up in the front, or I can flip it over to my back, still be able to carry my daughter, play with my daughter, do whatever else I need to do. But everything that I need either fits on my person or in this bag. So I saw GQ was making videos, and it was like 10 things I can't live without. And I thought that was a cool concept because, like I said, I'm starting to look at EDC gear, but I'm not one of these EDC guys that's changing out his gear all the time. If you go and watch my old video, I think I did a summertime and a wintertime EDC, and really not much change with that other than the size of my gun. Summertime it's hotter, I'm wearing a little bit less, so I carry a smaller gun. Wintertime it's colder, I can conceal a bigger gun, so that's kind of how I do that. But outside of that, I don't change too much in my EDC, so instead of making this a dedicated EDC video, because there's at least 1 or 2 things in here that I don't carry with me all the time, or making this, a GQ 10 things I can't live without, I figured I'd make a must-haves video, right? So these are the things that I do utilize, maybe not on a daily basis, but I utilize these things more than anything else, and these are my must-haves, right? So we're going to get right into this. Everything that I talk about, I'll have it linked down in the description, so if you guys want to check that stuff out. So yeah, let's get into it. My first thing, this is a fairly new purchase, right? I've had this for maybe a month or so, and this is one of my favorite things right now. A buddy of mine took me to a whiskey distillery back in November, and I learned the history of not even just whiskey, but that specific whiskey, that brand, that company, the owner, and I just fell in love with this whiskey. If you guys like whiskey, let me know what you think. Let me know what your favorite whiskey is. But right now I'm hooked on Garrison Brothers, right? So we go out to Garrison Brothers. My buddy takes me out there. We try all this whiskey, and I'm like, this is awesome. So this is a travel decanter. This is from a company called Aged&Ore, and what this is, it's hard to tell, but this is 2 separate parts. Both of these turn into cups, and they're double insulated, just like a Yeti cup or any of those other tumblers. So when you take this off, you now have 2 cups to drink out of. It's got this little cloth in here. I thought that was kind of cool, and you just put that on the top just to kind of add pressure in there. And then it's got this glass decanter. You can tell I've been drinking out of it. But this is Garrison Brothers whiskey here on the inside. Now, I don't carry this with me everywhere I go. I don't drink every single day. But when I do drink, I want to have a drink that I know I'm going to like. So this is more of going to a little get-together. They may not have Garrison Brothers because it is a little bit pricey. So I can bring my own drink with me. If I go traveling, if we go on a little vacation, a little getaway, I can bring my own stuff. I can put it in here. It's sealed. That glass isn't going to break if I drop this. And then, like I said, I can just crack this thing open. I got 2 cups on the fly ready to go. So like I said, this is definitely one of my favorite new items. Another thing that I carry with me pretty much every single day is a knife. This is a must-have for me. This is just a Benchmade. I got this when I was in the Marine Corps. I don't know the exact model and all that kind of stuff. I'll leave the closest one I can find linked down in the description. But I've had this thing for, I guess, over a decade now. Like I said, I got it in the Marine Corps. I have not had to sharpen it. I beat this thing up. But again, it's a Benchmade, so I've had 0 issues with that knife. Another thing that I carry with me is this goofy looking little thing. This is from a company called Caseko. C-A-S-E-K-O-O. I got this. I ordered a case for my phone, and then this came with it. And I was like, I'm never going to use this, never going to need this. And I just threw it in a junk drawer. Well, for those of you who have kids, especially smaller kids that need to be entertained when we're out at dinner or doing certain things, this thing is kind of cool because I can pull my phone out. This thing opens up like this, and I can set my phone down right in here, and it makes it to where I don't even know where my phone is right now. Anyways, if this was my phone, and we'll get to this thing here in a second, you just poke it up in there like that, and you can sit down and just, kids can watch their phone, they're entertained. It folds away nice and flat and easy. I throw that in the bag. My daughter always stays entertained having that deal. So since I pulled this out as an example, I'll show you guys what this is. My next favorite thing, which I need to find my dang phone so that I can show you guys. Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. So I have my phone now. This is another item or another thing that I carry with me everywhere I go. I'm still rocking the 12 Pro Max. I didn't find a real need to upgrade to the 13, but this is definitely something that goes with me everywhere. But back to this thing. This is a portable battery, and the reason I like this one, I don't know the company name, but the reason I like this one is it has cables built in. So it pops out. I got a USB-C right there. I got, you know, your Android plug, and then I got a lightning plug, and everything just tucks away nice and easy, very slim. And when you need to charge it, you just flip the plug up like that, plug it into the wall, and then you're good to go. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is 15,000 milliamps. It's either 13 or 15,000 milliamps. So this thing definitely comes in clutch when I need to, you know, recharge my battery for my camera, for my other cameras, for my phone, whatever I have with me. This kind of does it all. If I'm just trying to top off my phone, my new favorite battery for my phone is this one from Anker. Now, Apple does make one of these. It is also a 5,000 milliamp, just like this one. It's a little bit smaller, and from what I understand, it actually charges a little bit faster, but it's almost 3 or 4 times the cost of this one. So I didn't feel it necessary to have to buy that just because it's Apple. So I went with this Anker brand, and if you have the 12, the 13, you have MagSafe capabilities. It just sticks there onto the back of the phone. You got one little button that you push, and then there we go, we're charging. So easy as that. With my 12 Pro Max, this thing gives me roughly about 75, probably 70 to 80% battery. So this isn't going to be a 0 to 100, but this is kind of emergency situations. I'm out and about, I've been on my phone all day, or my phone's been, you know, roaming, or whatever the case is, where I need to top off my battery. I have this thing as a spare. So definitely love that thing. Like I said, that is also a newer purchase, and I've been telling everybody about it because of how clutch that has come in here recently. So moving on to the next thing, I have it like this so that you guys can see that this thing is clear. There's no magazine inserted. There's no round in the chamber, nothing like that. This gun is a Glock 43, and obviously you can tell it's not a stock Glock 43. It's overdone. And if you guys want to learn more about this, search my old videos and you'll see this gun. I carry it with extended magazines from Terran Tactical, and I'm not going to break down a whole parts list deal. Like I said, if you guys want to watch my old video, you can watch the old video and you'll see everything about this. But I pair this with my holster from Concho Valley Custom Kydex. For those of you who don't know or are new to my channel, this is pretty much the only thing that I carry when it comes to holsters. Concho Valley Custom Kydex is local to me, really good friend of mine. We met through his holster company and we've stayed in touch. We've become really good friends. His business has grown and he's just doing amazing things. So he's the only one that I use when it comes to holsters. So I pair that together and he makes these amazing pancake holsters. And these are my favorite because, of course, it's custom. You can get whatever colors you want, different patterns, different prints, different things like that. And right now I have this set up as an outside the waistband holster. I can flip these clips over to the other side and then make it an inside the waistband, and then we're ready to go. So Concho Valley Custom Kydex, you guys go and check him out. His website is CVCKholsters.com. You guys will not be disappointed if you order something from him. Since we're talking about Concho Valley Custom Kydex, we're going to go on to the next thing. Of course, COVID has everybody, you know, make sure you wash your hands, make sure you use hand sanitizer, make sure this, that, this, and that, whatever. Having a little one, I want to make sure that she stays clean and she's not touching dirty stuff, and we're at the park and we're doing crazy things. So I carry hand sanitizer, but something that Concho Valley Custom Kydex just started offering and I just picked up is this little hand sanitizer holster, also made out of Kydex. It's the same material, same durability, same quality as all his gun holsters, but he now makes this. I can clip this to my bag, it sits on the outside, and when it's time for hand sanitizer, I can just pull this out, put some hand sanitizer on, pop this back in, and it's not going anywhere. This thing sticks in there. I mean, it's just a really cool deal. Whenever I saw that he put that on there, I was like, I definitely have to have one of those. Moving on to the next thing is my Apple Watch. So my Apple Watch is a must-have for me. This is the Series 6. I've had multiple. I think I had like 2 Series 1s. I had a Series 2. I had a Series 3. I don't think I had the 4. I had the 5, and then I have the 6. So I've had multiple Apple Watches since they come out. This is just a huge necessity for me. When I'm at work and I don't want to have my phone in my pocket because I don't want to be wrestling around or doing something that might break my phone, I receive all my notifications on my watch. Here recently I broke a watch, shattered the screen, everything, couldn't use it, and I went maybe a month without a watch, and it was horrible. Humbled me, and it made me realize it's not necessarily a full-on necessity for me, but then I also realized how much I actually depend on it. So I definitely went out and bought another one. This one just has a stretchy fabric, band on it. That's how I like to rock it. It's nice, it's comfortable, it's soft, and then like I said, it's fitted, so if I'm running or doing something crazy, nothing's going to come off of there. What I didn't mention, going back to my phone, so I have the leather Apple case on there. Sorry, I forgot to say that. I'm rocking a basic leather Apple case on there, and then for a screen protector, I'm using Spigen's glass protector. For those of you who aren't sure if you should put a glass protector or a screen protector on your phone, I forget that it's there. The kit that it comes with to put that on there is the easiest thing I've ever done. I've broken probably 4 or 5 of these screen protectors. I put them on there because I was like, well, I have a little one. I don't want her to drop my phone and break it. And I've ended up breaking more screens than she has. But it's easy. I pull it off, pop on another one, and then we're good. So the next thing, another must-have for me, another Apple product, since we're talking Apple right now, is my AirPods. These things come in clutch for a million different things for me. Obviously phone calls, music, gym, whatever else I have going on. But another thing is, I'm actually starting to lose my hearing in my left ear from the time that I was in the military. So I use the live listen feature on here, so I can pop in my AirPods, hit live listen on my phone, and have a better opportunity to hear what's going on, especially at a further distance. I just set my phone down and I can hear everything and be part of the conversation. So these are really, really cool. Always have a pair of these. I have the Series 1s, like when they first came out, and then now I have these Pros, but I definitely carry these Pros with me everywhere I go. The next thing I carry, going back to the first thing with whiskey, I definitely love my cigars. So I have a lighter that I keep in my bag. This one is a torch lighter. This one's from a company called Vector, and I thought this was cool because it's got this little spring-loaded piece right here. You slide your cigar down in that little circle, and then it's got a cigar cutter built in, and then like I said, a little double torch. Really, really cool deal. You just never know. Usually I'll use this lighter more often than not. Threads, stuff, clothing, I just sit there and burn it. But like I said, this definitely does come in clutch. If I have an opportunity to smoke a cigar, I just pull this out, cut it, light it, and then I'm good to go. Another really cool thing with lighters in general, whether you have a torch lighter, whether it's just an open flame lighter, doesn't matter the name, company, whatever. I saw a really cool video years ago, and it's kind of stuck in my head. So this is a really, really cool self-defense weapon. I remember when I was younger, people would fight and they would put like a roll of quarters in their hand, or they put different things to kind of grip down on to try to make that punch harder when they hit. So that's one thing that you can use this for. Carry this around, whether it's a little fidget tool, whatever. It comes to self-defense. You can kind of clinch down on this. But the other really cool thing in the video that I'm talking about is I saw a guy, he's like, yeah, if you choke me, I guarantee you I can make you let go. So this real buff dude goes up behind him, goes to choke him, and he pulls a lighter out and just starts burning the dude's arm while it's on there. Now, I don't care how big somebody is, I don't care how strong somebody is. If you have a lighter with you and somebody comes up behind you and grabs a hold of you, if you turn this thing on and start to burn them, they're gonna let go, it's gonna hurt. So, in my opinion, really, really cool self-defense weapon. The next thing that I always have, I'm using this one as an example, but I also have the camera that we're recording on now. The one I'm recording on right now is a Sony CyberShot. It's the DSC HX80. Just a really cool, small, compact camera. Great for vlogging, great for videos like this. And then this is my older, this is a Hero 8. So I usually like to have a camera on me, around me, whether I'm recording videos like this, whether I'm at the park and I just want to record my daughter. I used to use my phone, and I don't mind using my phone for certain things, but depending on what I'm recording or shooting, I get phone calls, text messages, stuff like that, interrupts my video, kind of messes up the whole mood of everything. So I definitely have a camera with me somewhere at all times. Kind of down to the last things, I carry this tourniquet. This is what's called a rat's tourniquet. And I know a lot of you guys are going to come for me and say cat tourniquets are better, and I agree with you. Cat tourniquets are better. I carry cat tourniquets with me when I'm at work. But the reason I carry a rat's tourniquet with me is because my daughter is so little. If we're somewhere and she were to fall, get hurt, or just, God forbid, something worse happened to where I needed to apply a tourniquet on her limbs are so small that if I try to put that cat tourniquet on her, it's not going to apply the same amount of compression that I need it to. So I carry this rat's tourniquet so that I can wrap it around tighter and it fits for my daughter. This will also work for adults, but my primary reason for carrying the rats instead of the cat tourniquet is just for that, for my daughter. Another cool thing that I have wrapped around the tourniquet to kind of keep it together, and I usually have one on my wrist, I don't know why I don't right now, is a hair tie. You don't know how many times I've had to tie something up or cinch something down, and that hair tie comes in clutch, especially being a girl dad. My daughter can sit there and play, go crazy, her rubber band in her hair might bust or whatever the case is, and then I usually have a hair tie that I can pull out, tie her hair back, get out of her face, and then she's good to go again. So the last thing that I do carry with me is a flashlight. This is a small Streamlight flashlight. I don't remember how many lumens this one is, but I've had this thing for years. This is the Stylus Pro. I've had zero issues with this light. It runs on AAA batteries. Really cool. Anywhere I'm at, stop off at a store, grab a couple AAAs, and this thing's ready to go again just in case it runs out of battery. But I think that's it. Outside of that, I mean, sunglasses, a hat. I'm usually, rocking my our business's hat, our company's hat, or I'm supporting another local business, Concho Valley Custom Kydex. I have a few of his hats, so I'll wear those around every once in a while. So it's cool. People come up to me like, "Oh man, I like that hat. Who's that? Or what's this? What's that?" It gets people talking, gets people asking questions. But let me know what you guys think about my must-have items when I leave the house. Other than the whiskey, like I said, I don't carry that with me on a daily basis. I'm not alcoholic. But everything else, on a daily basis, I usually have these items with me. And like I said, they come in clutch, whether it's me needing to use them for something or me being able to, you know, help somebody else out. Especially when I'm at work, I have this thing with me because you don't know how many times we'll come into contact with somebody and they're like, yeah, my phone just died, I don't have a ride. Now, I don't have any problem with letting people borrow my phone. However, I don't like pulling my personal phone out because sometimes people just don't like you or don't like the situation or they get mad. I don't want somebody to throw my phone, break my phone, and then I got a whole separate issue I got to worry about. And or them having my phone number because they called a bunch of people and then now they have my personal number. And so I can just pull this thing out, plug it in their phone for the time that it takes for their phone to kind of get started back. We get to sit there, talk for a minute, build a little bit of rapport, find out who they are, find out what's going on, and then they can make that phone call. So let me know what you guys think of my must-have items. Is there anything that you would have added to this? Do you carry some of the same items? I mean, like I said, I'm not huge into EDC to where I'm one of those like tactical guys that has pouches and this and that and carries 6 knives on me and multi-tools. I have stuff in my truck as far as tools and all the stuff to where if I need to get back to it, I can. But these are the things that I usually have on me, and then like I said, in this Bellroy bag. So thank you guys for watching this video. I know it's been a minute, and I always tell you guys we're going to get back to this, we're going to do it, we're going to do it. I'm not going to make any promises, but I am going to try to put out videos when I can. So again, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.